Hey guys, Kevin here with etrailer, and today I'm going to be showing you how to install the 4-inch Gustafson LED puck lights here on our enclosed trailer build. So if you're planning on making your own enclosed trailer and retrofitting it to go camping, maybe you just don't want the huge cost of a RV, or you just want to get down and do it all yourself and build it how you specifically want it, you're going to be able to see. So these 4-inch puck lights are really going to come in handy with that. So these LED puck lights are going to give you a real low profile look here. It's going to be real nice. Don't have to add any trim pieces or anything like that to kind of cover up any bolt holes or anything like that, just because the bracket is actually hidden behind this cover. It's a very simple installation, and then it's going to give you a lot brighter of a view versus your incandescent because you're using LED. LED lights are also very low energy, so you're not going to have to use as much energy for a whole lot brighter of a view, and you can save yourself some time and energy versus incandescent bulbs. So my thoughts on this installation is it's fairly straightforward. I mean, you're only hooking up 2 wires and then splicing it together with some others, just because we were using 3 different puck lights here. And then really it's not too hard at all, especially since we're using an enclosed trailer here and we're not actually fighting through any cabinets or ceilings on an RV where we have to really just kind of go in blind. So fairly simple install. Let's show you how we did it. So right out of the bag, your Gustafson 4-inch LED puck. It's gonna look like this. As you can hear, there's some screws in there. So we're gonna take our small screwdriver here, a flathead, and you'll find a little divot in the casing. And just work that in to pop the cover off. So here's our light. All of these holes you can use for mounting, depending on what your situation is. But what we're going to start off doing is we're just going to take off the ends here for positive and negative, and we're going to crimp on 2 butt connectors so that we can add on some additional wiring. For our purpose today, we're just going to use red for our positive, yellow for our negative. You can easily get this wire. It doesn't really matter the color, just as long as you know what color is coordinated to which positive or negative. So with our bare wire here, it's a little bit extra just from the factory, so I'm going to fold that back and then twist it. Actually, I'm going to go a little bit less. Twist that up, and then we'll stick it in our butt connector and kind of twist that on as well. Make sure it really gets in there. And we'll take our pliers here and we're going to crimp this down. Now with that negative wire, we're just going to strip that back. Twist that up. Place it in our butt connector and crimp her down. And now we'll just repeat that for our positive wire. All right, so to make our cutout hole in our ceiling here, I'm going to measure this right here. It's going to come out to roughly 3/4 of an inch. So I already got my center found going down our trailer here. So I'm just going to split that 3/4 inch and mark it on here so that we can make our cutout for our wires to go through. I'll cut that out with my multi-tool. You can use a drill if you want, whatever, just to get through. Just be careful that you don't poke all the way up into your ceiling there and cut through it, and then you got another hole to patch. As you can see, now we got plenty of room for our 2 wires to slide up into our ceiling. You don't always have to put the wire on first. You could go ahead and run your wire, have it come out your hole first, but since I'm only going from here just directly over to some other wire to tie into our Red Arc Manager 30, I already just did it just to make it a little bit easier. And then what I did to run it through our hole is just electrical taped it onto some Airline tubing. We're just gonna stick that right through. Now I did loosen up the screws here on this panel just so I could kind of press this all in. Pull our wiring through. Set it back into place. And now we can go ahead and screw in our bracket here. So since we have plenty of space here and I'm not fighting anything else, I'm not going to use these separate holes. I'm going to use these holes where it's got like a little bit of an indent in the plastic, showing that that's kind of like the main hole. But we'll just tap those into place. And then all we have to do is pop on our cover. So I already have our 2 other lights installed here. So what I did was I ran the wiring straight over for both of them, with this one running all the way down over to where we're going to install the Red Arc Manager 30. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to connect our middle light and then also our front light with the wiring that we ran from the back. So to do that, I'm going to strip back some of the wiring here. And we're going to cut into our wiring running from the back. Strip those back. And then also the wiring that I just cut off, we're going to strip that back and we're going to put this all together with a butt connector. All right, so the wiring from the back light up to the middle light, I'm going to mesh together here. Let me use my pliers, make sure that we got this nice and tight. Then we're going to take our butt connector, put that on, and crimp it down. Do the same with our negative wire. All right, now we can take our other wires, run it up to our Red Arc, and we're going to twist those, put it on in, and then crimp that down. And now we can hook up our wire to our battery and just give you a little test, show you how bright these lights are. But that pretty much does it. Like I said, we are going to leave our wiring as is because we are going to install a Red Arc Manager 30 battery management system. So I'm going to leave a little bit extra wire until we can shoot that and show you guys how to install that and get it all in place how it should be. But I think that about does it for our installation on the 4-inch LED puck lights from Gustafson. My name's Kevin. Thanks for watching, guys.